Have you ever looked up at a diamond-dusted night sky and wondered if the stars were trying to tell you a secret? Thousands of years ago, in the scorching golden sands of ancient Egypt, people weren't just looking at the stars for beauty, they were looking at them for survival. Imagine a world where the difference between a feast and a famine depended entirely on a single shimmering light in the heavens. A celestial alarm clock, Nile River, was the heartbeat of Egypt. When it flooded, the land turned rich and green. When it didn't, the land turned to dust. But how could the Egyptians possibly know when the water was coming? Enter Sirius, the dog star. Just as the sun began to peak over the horizon during the flood season, Sirius would rise like a cosmic alarm clock. By tracking this brilliant star, ancient astronomers didn't just predict the water, they invented time itself. They carved the year into 12 months of 30 days, adding 5 days of special holidays just to make the math work. Was it perfect? Not quite. But it was the most accurate calendar the ancient world had ever seen. Shadows, stories, and 40-minute secrets, but the stars weren't just for farming. Have you ever noticed how the constellations seem to drift? The Egyptians did. They identified 36 groups of stars and realized a fascinating pattern. These groups rose exactly 40 minutes later each night. Think about that. Without a watch, a phone, or a computer, they used the slow crawl of the constellations to tell time in the pitch-black Egyptian night. They turned the sky into a giant, ticking clock. The mystery of the pyramids, perhaps the most chilling mystery, lies in the Great Pyramids themselves. Why do their sides face north, south, east, and west with such terrifying precision? If you stood inside a pyramid and looked through a narrow opening, you would find yourself staring directly at the North Star. Even more mind-blowing, the 3 most famous pyramids sit in the exact same alignment as the stars, Orion's belt. Was this a coincidence? Or did the pharaohs build a mirror of the heavens right here on Earth? The original scientists, the ancient Egyptians, didn't have telescopes or satellites. They only had their eyes, their curiosity, and a deep sense of wonder. They weren't just builders or farmers. They were the world's first true observers. The next time you look at the night sky, remember, those stars didn't just guide ships, they built a civilization.